Y'all, welcome back to a late night session with Siren. I don't have any cards to pull today. This is not a reading in general, but just I want to talk to my fellas here. Um in general, I think the fellas need more whimsy in their life. I know a lot of, especially, I'm not gonna make this about chosen. This is just about men in general. I don't care if you agree or disagree with this man in general, right? Um we have a tendency to be stoic or want to project stoicism to the world because there's an idea that's reinforced, especially on social media. Like men are supposed to have feelings. There's like all the viral list of like things men can't do without being sassy or being gay. Um, and I was reading like a Reddit thread today, and some guy was like, "I'm tired of being a black man in society," and the comments were very reassuring, but they were like, "Bro, get off the internet." Like, a lot of y'all are struggling with sometimes mental issues simply because you're in online spaces that are just toxic. And I don't like using buzzwords that everyone else uses, but some of you guys are just like in online spaces that are just spewing filth. It could be a Discord server, it might be a WeChat. What is WeChat? It might be a Telegram. Some of y'all are just surrounded by people online that are just reinforcing the idea that you aren't shit as a man, and we already deal with enough. um Men have a cross to carry, burdens to bear. Not that women don't also have issues and stuff they have to deal with. Being a woman is hard too. Don't, oh my God. Me and my homies talk about this. I would not want to be born as a woman in this world. Maybe in 2026 it'd be better, but just historically, think of how trash it would be being a woman. Like, you don't, it's up there with being a black man in some certain sense. You guys get what I'm saying. Um, Really, the answer to everything is love and laughter. If you're laughing, even there's a mind hack you can try, guys, which is you want to force yourself to smile for at least 15 seconds, 15 to 30 seconds. Literally, if you're having the shittiest day of your life, like everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong, and then you get home and you drop your keys and you're just ready to end it, just hold it. Trust me, 15 to 30 seconds, you will notice a shift in your brain chemistry. You will start to release endorphins, the happy chemicals in your brain. Holding a smile for 15 to 30 seconds tricks your brain into being happy. It's that simple. Um, I originally had started this channel with the theme and uh, premise of mental health. That's still very important to me. I'll be doing a rune series on mental health and using the healing powers of the runes. I know I've been doing rune readings and tarot, but I want to really help y'all heal. A lot of y'all are gifted, my chosen, and a lot of the more mature ones in the collective. Y'all know how to heal naturally. You know how to evolve daily. Some of you are further behind and you've either lost the way or you just have not been in a space environment, or you're not able to right now create the space and environment where you can heal. Some of you need to move physically, and for others, if moving right now is not an option at all, still keep that, available where you can be in a place that has better energy, better people around you. Sometimes it is just the town you're in. Some of you have moved from your hometown and you ended up somewhere, kind of more worse. More worse. Wow. So, but some of you are just living in a house. Sometimes you just need to move down the street, across the city. Some of you need to pack up and move across the country. Those of you, it'll ping for whoever, who you are. um but I think as a man, we can't be afraid to be silly and whimsy. Like, we always are expected to be stoic and like have our chest puffed out and be ready to fight for our lives at the drop of a hat. Most men haven't even been in a fight, like, at all. Most men don't know how to throw a punch. Most men would be terrified if someone broke into their house. A lot of men don't even own weapons. Um, you don't always have to be hard. You don't always have to bear those burdens alone. Find community. I think that's another thing is, if you don't have the community, find one, start one, especially if you're one of those men that is always giving their last. If you're someone who would give their shirt off your back to help others, if you like to donate to the homeless, if you like to donate like resources, if you're doing charity work, start a community. It doesn't have to be men only. I feel like men only spaces can be kind of corny, and especially if there's not enough divine masculine energy in there or healed masculine energy in the space, it just becomes another toxic space full of men saying bullshit and invalidating each other, telling each other to man up and pull each other up by the bootstraps. This is 2026, bro. The wealth gap between the rich and the poor is so crazy that like it doesn't matter if you pull yourself up by the bootstraps and clock in overtime every day. You still will not catch up. It takes over 36 to 44 years to become a billionaire, and you would already have to be a millionaire making like however many millions. Like I think you had to be making like 36 million a year or something like that, something crazy to become a billionaire. That's why there's not that many billionaires in this world, and there probably are people richer than billionaires, but those are people we don't see or hear about. um I'm not saying everything is hopeless. I'm not saying you shouldn't work overtime. I'm not saying you shouldn't try to move out the hood or try to escape poverty. What I'm saying is like, with just the direction this world is going, you're least concerned. Now, don't get me wrong. Hear me out. I'm not saying, again, don't pay your bills. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying your least concern should be with money. Um, No, I get it. Survival is a very real thing for a lot of us, but focus on thriving. Sometimes it is as simple as shifting your focus because a lot of times, man, we are doing the hard work. A lot of us aren't scared of working. Some of us have had two, three jobs. I know I've had two like damn near full-time jobs before, like a full-time and a part-time job. I've been on call. I've been working a full-time job before while doing Uber Eats and DoorDash, and I would do that all week long. Sometimes you just have to pick up the slack and work extra hard, put in extra time to achieve those financial goals, or just to keep food in your belly, to help your family, whatnot, etc. That's all noble. That's all fine, but don't forget to make time for yourself, King. Don't forget to do your self care routine. Don't forget to take yourself out. Like, forget a date. Forget going out to pick up women with the homies. Forget even going out to get female attention. Just go out. The next time you have a payday, seriously, take yourself out on a date. Go somewhere you like to eat. Buy the most expensive thing on the menu if you can afford it. If you're balling like that, just do something for yourself. Um, I know women have this pattern too because naturally they are nurturing. But to the men who are nurturing, and just men in general who like have a heart and do give a fuck, you need to put yourself first. That's the message. Put yourself first. Um, you can worry about everyone else all day and their needs will be met. But at the end of the day, if your needs aren't being met, they say you cannot pour from an empty cup. Some of you guys have been pouring into others' cups so long that your cup is deceased. It is unalive. Your cup has turned into dust. There's no longer a cup there. It's just a leaky faucet with nothing to catch it. Um, and you are flooding slowly but surely. That water keeps dripping from the faucet. There's nothing there catching it. Is going to flood, and that would be your emotions. And cups being the emotional fulfillment or just the things that make life worth living. I said this wouldn't be a reading, but honestly, I'm just tapped in. I do this. If you need a energy reading without tarot or runes, if you need a chakra alignment, if you need spiritual counseling and guidance, you can email me at musesiren33@gmail.com. I feel weird just looking directly into the camera. If I'm looking around, don't mind me. But I will talk directly to the camera because, man, you are loved. You are divine. You are pharaoh. I won't say king, but we are pharaohs. We are the sun. We are solar. Some of y'all are so masculine, and I don't mean hyper masculine, toxic masculine. Some of y'all have been doing so much work on the physical that you've forgotten how to be soft, and this does create issues in relationships with women, or even if you're gay, this does create relationships with your man because you're out here working all day and then you come back home and you don't know how to switch it off. You're just still out there like you're at home acting like you're fighting the world still. I know the world is cold. No one gives a fuck in general about that's what I was talking about earlier about like the online spaces that just propagate negativity about men. No one cares about men. Well, that may be true in certain areas, but I know a lot of men who appreciate it. Honestly, my homegirls hype me the fuck up, and it's not like I'm an all-star player all the time. I have my days. I think at the end of the day, it's okay to be human. Some people are ashamed of that, especially starseeds, because of how low vibrational and ignorant humans can be in general. But I think it's okay, like at a human level, like heart to heart, you're doing your best. And this video is not for people who aren't. So if you're watching this video, just know you, if you found this video or this was shared to you, just know you're doing your best. You are loved. You matter. The most high loves you. Not just God, not just the most high, not just the most high, the most high, and who loves you. Um, your angels are looking after you, your ancestors. Some of y'all need to get back into your craft. Some of y'all need to get on that altar. Some of y'all need to be leaving offerings at the crossroad and at the altar. And here goes my baby boy Fritter showing some love. I'm gonna show you guys. You spread some love to the camera, Frit. Yeah, he's purring. Hey, baby boy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Fritter, do you know you're loved, buddy? You know you're my little furry buddy. Yeah, I've known Fritter for over what, 6, 7 years now. I'm going on 26 now. I met this nigga when I was like 16. I might have been 15. This cat is getting old, but he still acts like he's young. He still got it. I don't know, buddy. Some of y'all need to spend more time with children and with animals. If you have nieces and nephews, arrange a day to pick them up, take them out. Some of y'all need to be in your inner child energy. A lot of times why us men, hey buddy, why you looking at me like that? What's up? You want to be in the video? Oh, he's making biscuits on my arm, y'all. But it's got my jacket on, thankfully, so he's not scratching me. But, oh, buddy. Yeah, you love daddy. I love you too, buddy. Some of y'all need to get an animal. If you're a guy who doesn't have like much family, or you live somewhere where there's no family around, you don't really have any friends like that, get an animal, especially a cat. There is a stigma about cat dads, but we're not here to discuss what people say, or, oh, men can't do this, you're sassy. This is not the place or the channel where I'm going to tell you, as a queer man myself, not gay, but as a queer man who is very open sexually and with my gender expression, I'm not going to tell anyone on this channel, oh, you can't do that, that's too feminine. But there are times, man, when we act like bitches, and that's just GP of, if your feminine is imbalanced, if your masculine is out of balance, you're naturally going to be pouring out too much feminine energy. And that's what women get mad at us about. And that's when they call us gay. Or sometimes we just get called gay just for when we're having fun. A lot of times, certain people don't like to see us happy. And not just the haters. It's just, I, I don't want to make this about gender. I don't know why sometimes the feminine doesn't like seeing us rest or be happy. Maybe that's like an instinctual thing. Like, if we're not working, producing, things won't get done. But I also think, man, we need to have higher standards. Now, I have very high standards. That's why I'm single. But for some of you, you need to learn that just because a girl is pretty, or just because she gives you attention, just because she texts you back fast, or just because she has sex with you, does not make her a wife. And even if you're not looking for a wife or a long-term partnership, you should not allow any man or woman, however it floats your boat, you should not allow anyone into your life that is fucking with your free will, that is bringing you down emotionally or mentally. Someone that has you, if someone is gaslighting you, like where you're questioning your existence, if you're around your partner and you feel like death, or you feel worse every time you spend time with them, that is not the person for you. Especially if, for men, a lot of you would deal with women that are batshit crazy and you think is hot, but like getting cursed out, getting smacked, being threatened, having knives put on you, being chased, having your property destroyed, that's not cute. That's just abuse, bro. You gotta love yourself more than that. I think the problem with a lot of men is you don't love yourself because the world has not taught you how to. A lot of times you think the love will come from your dad or your mom, your family. A lot of times as men, the first people that betray us are our family. We're taught, love is for women, children, and animals. and that we are optional. A lot of times we do feel like we're cast out in the cold. A lot of times we don't have a village or support. A lot of times even the homies we have, they honestly make our problems worse. And a lot of men don't even go to their homies with their problems because they know they don't care. Now that's not everyone. Some of us do have like loving communities. I'm fortunate enough to be like in the community and have homegirls and homies that actually love me. But even then, like there's times when I don't bother them because I just feel like I'm a burden. And I think every man feels that. Like, we don't want to be a burden. That's what we've been taught our whole lives is that, like, we're a burden, we're doing too much. We can't be playful. We can't be too loud. We can't show too much love because then they won't like you. We can't show too much interest. We can't show too much interest. We can't be too corny. We can't be corny at all. We can't do this. It's like, you want to get down, buddy? I'm sorry. You want to get down? Come back soon, buddy. Bye, Fred. I might have to let him out in a second, guys. He wants to go outside. Where'd you go, buddy? Want to go outside? Okay, I'll let you out in a second, buddy. Yeah, I think just the center of it though is love, like, and it's not just knowing God. You can know God and still not love yourself, which I think is crazy. Or actually, I'm gonna take that back. It depends on which God. It depends on why you're talking to that God and what that God is giving to you. But in general, like I would love to start a movement. Like if you like check on your homies, I know that's important. Like Men's Mental Health Week or one month just passed, like what in February or whenever Men's Mental Health. I don't know when it is. Whenever Men's Mental Health Week or month is, it just passed recently. I remember seeing the post. Check on your homies, and if you don't have homies to check on you, or you don't have anyone to check on yourself. Like journal, meditate, pray, fast, take walks, do art, fly a kite. Really, the best way to heal wounds as a male, or just a human in general, is to connect with your inner child. And something that's not talked about with tapping into the inner child is there is a version of your inner child that is both masculine and feminine. So you have the little boy and you have the little girl. Now that is a much deeper conversation that I'll honestly put into another video for a later time. But guys, like, and even if you're a woman watching this, like, just try to be gentle with your husband or your boyfriend. Or if you have a boyfriend and you are male, don't always try to make, I feel like the gays are better at this than straight people. Not always putting the brunt of masculinity on their male partner. Um, yes, we as men were designed to provide for the feminine on the physical, and the feminine was designed to nurture us in the spirit, in the ether, in the astral, all that stuff, in the mental plane, in the emotions, the water, all that. But we can't always be the rock. We can't always be hard. Sometimes, bro, you gotta take the armor off, even if it's embarrassing. Sometimes you gotta do that shit in spaces where you can't. And I wouldn't say shouldn't, but especially in a space where like you're expected to hold your head a certain way and have that, like bravado, just say fuck it. Fuck what everyone thinks. Take the armor off. Say the thing that's uncomfortable. Tell the joke that everyone won't find funny. Just be silly. Being silly and whimsical has honestly saved my life because, bro, let me tell you something, like personal antidote. This was less than a year ago, like less than a full 365 days ago. I was so fucking depressed. And this depression didn't just start. It's been with me since I've been young. And it really was like an existential crisis, which has followed me throughout my life. It's not like it just started when I was a teenager having raging hormones. I felt this way since I was like 8, 6 really. I just didn't want to be here, not in a sense of wanting to unalive, but just in the general sense that this existence is fucking mid. It's fucking miserable. Being a black boy in the hood growing up that was weird, that was labeled white, alt, a freak show, being the black sheep, doing and being into things that other people my age weren't into, it just made life miserable. And for a long time, like I said, I didn't want to be here. And for years, I wouldn't smile. Like I used to smile a lot, and then people would tell me, "Oh, you smile too much," or a lot of people told me my smile was creepy. I would smile at strangers sometimes at school. They would not fuck. No one fucked with it. So for a long time, dude, I stopped smiling. I stopped laughing. Uh, it was really like all of the early 2020s, like from like 2019 to like 2024, 2023. Yeah, from like 2019 to like 2023, I just had nothing to fucking smile about, bro. I was not happy. I couldn't think of one thing to be happy about. My ex had cheated on me. I broke up with her. I tried dating. It was terrible. Work was inconsistent. The jobs I did get were shit. I was scrubbing toilets at some point in a mechanic shop, and I've scrubbed toilets in other places too. Um, I finally got in a job after a while, for like after months of applying, while still being in college. Um, and I was only making like 13 an hour. It was pretty miserable, and it was part time, so I wasn't making any money. My group of friends was terrible. I had nothing to smile about, and the only thing that said, I'm sorry to make it so long about me, but the point I'm getting to is the only thing that really saved me at that time was, yes, like going to God, constantly seeking truth, improving on my spiritual path. But really, it was, I learned to stop taking life so seriously. The group of friends I had at that time helped with that. Unfortunately, they were terrible, but something I did learn from that group of karmics was that even if you have mental illness, you can make it fun. Now, there is a fine line between insanity and delusion and just joy and pure love, but still, if you're struggling with mental health, which is not taken seriously for men, a lot of men don't even believe in therapy. I've had homies like homeboys tell me, I don't need therapy, I'm fine. Therapy's for pussies. One of my homies actually said therapy is for pussies. I had to tell him, bro, no. It may seem corny, you may not want to tell a stranger your problems, but honestly, it's the best thing you can do. Uh, for a lot of times, we know as men, we can't go to our dad about this shit. He may listen and he's gonna say, he's gonna give some general guide advice and be like, well, stick in there, bud. Uh, I've even had medical health professionals like a psychiatrist tell me, stay strong. Like, that's gonna fucking help me, bro. I wanted to offer myself. To tell me to stay strong is not helping me want to be here, bro. Like, I guess what I'm just saying is, if you can find joy in life and happiness, protect that shit. Because we know as men, anytime we're happy is like someone has a fucking problem with it. Someone has some shit to say. Um, I don't think it's easier for women, but I will say a lot of times, especially when I've been in spaces and jobs where there's mostly a female presence there, uh, bro, they can be as loud, chaotic, silly, messy as they want. No one gives a fuck. No one will say shit to them. The moment a guy starts having fun, bro, they're like, get back to work, nigga. Shut the fuck. I literally have been told by a woman at a job to shut the fuck up. They were like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you they did not like me being silly. They didn't like me having fun. When everyone else is kiki haha and all the women, but they sometimes they hate to see it, but you gotta protect that shit, bro. Like, whatever you have in your life that makes you happy, nigga, do that. Do it times 10. Do it until you can't. Do it until you hate it. Goddamn. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta stop doing this metal, dark shit. Like, men, even other men will tell you, like, to get ahead, you gotta be the dark prince archetype. You gotta be stoic. You gotta not give a fuck, bro. That shit is damning. If you are the sun, if you know deep and down you are the sun, the sun, you have a light, you want to shine it, you can't be afraid of, oh, well, all these people over here prefer darkness, so I guess I'll just be the, no, nigga, shine your light, motherfucker. Be the light. Sometimes you are that one light that shines that stops someone from ending it. Sometimes that light is the one thing that inspires that child that sees you to be confident in themselves. Sometimes you are that person that you may not even be aware of it. You're just being yourself, naturally being silly, goofy, and because of it, someone else watching you're not even aware of it. That person, they're able to be themselves too. Um, And really, if in 2026 you're still watching Manosphere like red pill, blue pill videos, Stop it. Unplug from that. That shit is toxic sludge. That shit is toxic waste. Stop it. Unplug from that shit. Delete all, unfollow all those manosphere YouTubers. Stop listening to that fucking filth, bro. You're valuable. You're loved. You're a brother. Some of you are fathers, uncles, nephews, fathers, goddamn grandpas. God damn it. If you're gonna take it from anyone, bro, take it from me when I say, like, literally, to circle back around, being silly and whimsical. Look at Straw Hat Luffy. I know everyone doesn't like One Piece or even want to watch it because of how long it is. That nigga Luffy does not give a fuck in the best way possible. My man's is a goofball, bro. And honestly, you don't have to be a jester for these women, but I promise you, bro, you're gonna have a lot easier time pulling women and getting them to stay interested and investing in you if you can make them laugh. If you're just naturally being silly with a woman, she's gonna have a much funner time than you being on some, yeah, name's Darren. Like, bro, stop it. That shit is corny. That shit, all that aura farming shit is corny. All that being opium, being depressed, being a sad boy shit is corny, bro. That shit doesn't even feel good inside. Like, after you spent like $1,000 on a fucking new pair of Ricks and you have on your shades and you're just standing in the corner or farm, that shit doesn't even feel good, bro. Let's just be real. Like, wearing all the minimalist outfits and the fucking silver jewelry and looking like a vampire, that shit doesn't even feel cool, bro. And the type of girls that are into that aesthetic, I promise you, are not, they're damaged and they're not worth it, bro. Like, that's not something you want. Just be silly. Find ways you can incorporate silliness into your life. If you can laugh at something, you have healed. When you can laugh at it, you have healed. That's like a golden rule of thumb. Like, when you can laugh at some shit, bro, even if it still hurts, nigga, make your ha 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 ha. Like, I already feel better doing that. That was a fake ass force. Like, I already feel better, bro. See how my energy, see how my face just got lighter, bro. Yeah. You see the pain in my eyes, but yeah, make yourself smile, nigga. 15 to 30 seconds a day. That shit'll change the energy, bro. Tell some jokes, brother. I promise you. Tell some jokes. Find something to laugh about, bro. I know this world, bro, it ain't shit funny going on. It's niggas eating babies. It's niggas eating children. The fucking Epstein list just got, bro. It's nothing funny about this world, but that's what's funny about it. This shit is so ridiculous. This realm is so crazy. It's like, this shit is a joke. If you can stop taking life so seriously, I don't mean slack off. I don't mean be a bitch. I don't mean don't take care of your business. You can still be masculine and silly, bro. You can still be hard and silly, but just be soft, some balance. You can be soft sometimes too. So honestly, bro, if I didn't start finding things to laugh about, I would have ended it, bro. I would have been ended it. And some people will tell me, oh, like, you shouldn't laugh at that, or that's not funny. To who? It's not funny to who, nigga? I find everything funny. And that makes people mad. And that's funny to me, because I don't give a fuck. I truly don't, nigga. When I'm having a good day, it's a day I'm laughing. And that's about all I have to say, fellas. Find something to laugh about. Find something funny. And what they say, stick to it. I'm not talking about your career. I'm not talking about grinding every day. I'm not talking about hustling. Find something that makes you happy and wear that motherfucker out. Do that motherfucker every day if you can. Find a way to incorporate whatever makes you happy into every day in every way, all from a place of love above all else. At the end of the day, guys, I love you. I hope you fellas out there getting rest. Some of y'all working too hard. I hope y'all are having peaceful, meaningful relationships with your partners or potential partners, man. That's all I got to say. Siren signing out, y'all. Peace.